Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So today I've got a bit of a nightmare on my hands. So we've done a garden lighting design here I say a long time ago. It's probably a bit longer than I think, a couple of years let's say. So we've got ground lights, we've got the festoon lighting, and we've got just behind you in the building. So up here we've got the wall lights up here, and we're all controlled via, there's a few spurs and bits and bobs and stuff like that. So it's a nice patio area that obviously wanting to be able to use it, and as it stands right now can't use it because every time we energize the ground lights it trips out. So how are we going to find that? If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do, because looking at the analytics, the amount of people who watch the videos who don't subscribe, make sure you sort your life out. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the channel grow. Right, let's show you these lights. So first things first, I'm on my second cup of tea so far, so thank you. Spot on. So the ground lights themselves, the ground lights are made by Knightsbridge. They are designed to go into the ground for obvious reasons. They're also designed to be driven over, up to 800 kilograms, I'll have you know. Also the connectors that we've used in the ground, I'll try and see if I can find out another link to the video when we installed this a long time ago. I'll try. So the theory is underneath here I've got armoured, and then I create little pockets, so you might be able to see it. So just down here we create little voids and stuff to get, so for obvious reasons, because we don't want to lift the patio up. So it's all done, so it's armoured in, wireless switching. We create little voids that we can then lose our connectors and put the all the cable back in, because obviously nothing lasts forever, but in this case it has got an issue. So I've come out straight away, and I wasn't going to make a video so far today, but then the problems evolved. So in here, so we can see the moisture that's actually inside the light unit itself isn't good. There shouldn't be moisture in there at all because it's a completely sealed unit, but water's got in. So on removal of the plug, there's a lot of water sitting within the actual plug itself. So I've dried all that out, and we're still no further on. So what I'm up to now is we're now going to lift all 6 of these lights, and we'll go through each one of them together and see whether we can find out which one is actually more faulty. It could be that all of the plugs are no good, and if that's the case, then yeah, that isn't good at all, is it? So we're gonna have to try and sort something out, dry them all out for now, and then potentially change them. So lifting up this plug here, I can see there's quite a lot going on. Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. Let's bring you in for a closer look, I think. So here's the actual plug itself. Now I've just undone that. Look how much water's in that. Absolutely mental. So that is definitely going to be causing an issue. So let's get the rest of them up and see what's happening, but that isn't going to cut the mustard, that's for absolute certain. So I've got, long story short, we've got one there, one here, one round there, that one we've just changed, and that one there. So let's see what we can do, see whether they're all like that or it's just that one. I've just sorted that one out, so annoying. So basically I've got, the worst one was actually behind you so far, so I've just dropped out, I'll quickly show you. So I've just dropped out the plugs. I'm not going to plug those back in now because I want to make sure that I can rule out the hardwired areas underneath. I've got that one left to lift up, and then there's a one in that corner. It's just really frustrating. I've just been talking with the client about the situation that we're in now. It's not great. It's not great. It's pointing more to the actual connectors themselves of actually being the problem. Just really annoying. So I'm going to lift up this one now and see what the crack is with that. So I'll bring you in a bit closer. Right, so we'll lift this up together lo and behold, this one looks wet as well, but yeah, it's a bit damp in there, but it's nothing like the other one. So I've got a theory behind what the problem is. So let's put the light to one side. I've got a theory behind it, and I'm going to show you what that theory is. So first and foremost, I need to disconnect it. Right, so my theory behind the problem actually lies in this. I think this is what's actually causing the issue. So inside there's absolutely tons of moisture. Now, what I think has happened is that this has come wrong. So we've got the rubber grommet, and then we've got like a collar, a grip collar I'm going to call it, like further in. Now I think, in theory, I think it should be rubber grommet in, so base, rubber grommet in, which creates that flat section there. That goes on its back, is used as a compression, and then that tightens down so the outside bit grips onto there, and then leads, obviously tightens that, but as you tighten it up it then crushes that onto it. That's what I think is the problem, and I think that's what's caused the overall issues. So it's so annoying, so annoying, but I can't work out, you know, the issue, because I've not spun them round. So now what I'm doing is so there is a bit of furniture there, look. So what I'm now doing is drying every single one out, every plug out, which is brilliant fun. Just drying them all out and seeing if I can salvage these for now, because the weather's, believe it or not, the weather's getting better, and I want to use the garden, so we need some more blue roll. 2 seconds. So it's, yeah, so the theory is I want to try and get it so we can get all these back on for now. It may solve the problem permanently, which would be fantastic if it does, because I think that's my theory behind it, and I think that's what the actual issue is. But equally, if not, then I'm not very happy about the plug situation, because let's face it, it's costing me money, isn't it? Another one. Because there's no reason for me to have stripped these down from the factory. I mean, why would I do that? What benefit am I going to have from that? So dry it all out. I'm now going to dry the plug out, the connector out, and put some contact spray in by using the old heat gun. Make sure there's nothing left in there. See, still moisture inside there. Need to make sure that's all gone. So, like I say, I'm going to build them all up and get them all back in place, but they're really annoying. Now, it's a good job that I've created that cavity underneath here, because if I hadn't, then we'd be in a whole world of pain right now. Right, naturally, because we're doing garden lighting, why wouldn't it just absolute torrential rain? So I've had to grab all the kit in, get the brolly out, and try and do as best as I can do. So I'm going to show you the setup now. It's epic. Although the customers have just said, just stop, it's fine, don't worry about it. But no, right, look, here we go, setup is on. 10, and it is absolutely hammering it down, and I mean hammering it down. So don't know how much more filming I'm going to be able to do at the minute, but what I'm trying to now do is do 2 at a time. So I've just got those 2 in, so that one and the one behind you, I've just got that in. That's fine. I've just powered those up, they're okay, but I'm trying to work my way through within the limitations of the weather. So a second ago, you wouldn't believe how bad that was. It was just like really, really bad, but we'll carry on. Okay, so in true British weather fashion, it's been sort of 20 minutes after that, and now it's glorious sunshine. Everything's soaked, all the kit's soaked. It is what it is. So we're now on to the last one, which was my troublesome one anyway. That had the majority of the water in it. So you try all that time to try and keep everything dry, and then this happens. And that's outdoor lights for you. So a pain, massive pain. So I'm gonna have to dry all this out again, which is brilliant. So, oh gee whizzer. So naturally I've got to start all this all over again, which is brilliant. Drain it back out because I left this one outside like an absolute idiot. But yeah, it's been pretty torrential. In fairness, the customers did bring me another cup of tea. So I think it's about my fourth one today. So see this log burner. It's quite cool, isn't it? It's the design to go rusty. It's not actually. That is the finish, so it comes off like a bare metal, and obviously you allow the rust to happen, and that's all part of the design, so it's quite cool. But the most important bit, as you can imagine, is getting the actual terminal now nice and dry, so that's going to be fun doing that again. It's just so frustrating, and now all my kit's soaked. Annoying. So anyway, nearly had a schoolboy error, nearly left the rubber seal out the whole purpose of the job. That would have been silly, wouldn't it? Kind of makes more sense with these like this, because obviously you've got your compression joints, so as you're tightening it up now, it is squashing the rubber all up properly. So I don't understand how that has happened. So, and obviously the grip then is actually at the bottom, so then it can't be pulled and all sorts. So I don't really understand for the life of me how that's ended up happening. So it's very, very annoying. So, right, they're all down in place, but not squashed right down. So I'm going to go jump back inside, energise them back up, and then we're going to we'll get the wireless switch, make sure everything's all working, and fingers crossed, should be okay. Okay, so I've just energised that circuit up now, and it's moment of truth. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, let me just double check down here. I think that one's not working. So, see, that's on, so that was dim. So the client did actually say he's got 2 that are very, very dim. So, which is that one. I'll tell you what, I can show you. You see how bright that one is? So that, well, you might not be able to tell very well on camera, like, but, and then that one. So that one and the other one over there are just really, really dim. But so we'll swap them out because I've got new ones anyway. So we'll swap those end2. We're in it now anyway, so we might as well get those sorted. At least that's done then. That's done and dusted. So right, let's get those 2 new lights sorted. Okay, so that's me all sorted now. So with those 2 final lights either side, which are these ones here now. So we've had a combination of problems. So we had the water ingress to this one down here. So this one had the water ingress, and then these 2 end ones were dim anyway. So obviously there's no point in faffing about. Now, the big problem with it all, I'd say, turns out to be the actual joints themselves. Now, from the factory, it's hard to say because some were wired, obviously it done correctly, like the bottom of them, but the tops weren't. It was a real mismatch, and I don't really understand what's happened. But either way, I've had to dry them all out. So I've done my insulation resistance test on the hard wiring once I got rid of everything after the storms come in. Now my insulation resistance is fairly low in this instance, but it's hardly surprising with the level of water and moisture content that's in there. So it's passed out still nonetheless, so we've made sure that's all sorted. We've now had all the functional testing which we've done, and now All the lights are back on how they should be, all nice and bright, allowing now, and obviously for all the other outside, all the festoon lighting's now on. Makes a massive difference. So now I know I've not earned any money from it, but ultimately I'm now going to have to take this up with the wholesaler, which they are well and truly on board with what's happened. So I've got to go to the wholesaler and see what the outcome is. But so hopefully you've liked the video, and make sure that you have subscribed, because obviously if you haven't subscribed, you know, it does help the channel grow, and I can make more and more content and do all sorts of cool stuff. Now I'm going to try and dry some of my stuff out, get it all loaded in the van and get out of here. Thanks for watching.